Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Prep Podcast. This is the season finale. Yay! We have had a blast this season. I have loved hosting / directing / producing this series. So thank you all so much for the love and support. And thank you to all of our lovely guests who have been here so far. And today we have quite the packed episode. And by packed, I mean literally packed like we are packed into a studio right now. We have the Prep Teens. Welcome, guys. Thank you for the applause. All right. So we're going to go around. It's going to be a little bit chaotic possibly, but we're going to go around and everybody's going to introduce themselves. All right.
Hi, my name is Isabel Martins, and I've been at the Prep for 5 or 6 years, and I love it here. Everyone here is family, and I wouldn't change being here for the world.
Yay!
Hi, my name is John Martins. I've been at the Prep for 5 years, and I kind of started out doing more theater stuff, and then after COVID, I did more commercials and TV shows, and I love the Prep so much. It's like a family to me, all the people here, all the teachers, all the students, just a community. I love it so much.
Oh, we love you, John.
Hey, I'm Adriana. I've been at the Prep for about 4 years, and I started a long time ago. I was 5 when I got into acting.
Wow.
Doing a lot of film and commercial, and that's still like my main focus pretty much, and I've just learned so much by being here at the Prep, and like you guys said, like it's just a family, and I love it here, and I love learning, and yeah.
Yay!
Hi, I'm Luke Napat. I think I've been at the Prep for 3 years. I did like one Zoom class with Bobby Cronin back in COVID.
Oh, wow.
So that was my Prep footprint.
I just gave Luke like a really weird look because
Yeah,
I was
no,
like,
I
no,
got, like,
you have
a
not.
giant
I thought you
side-eye
just
from
started.
Taylor. It was
I
kind of
didn't know
hurtful.
that. That's
Yeah, that was
awesome.
like my first class at the Prep, I remember. And then I disappeared because COVID. It just like disappeared because of school and stuff. And then I came back to the Prep because I heard that like they opened and stuff, and like
Yeah.
Take 3 recommended me here
Oh, yeah,
to
Take
Teresa,
3.
so that was fun. And after coming here in person, I actually really love it here because the vibe is just like
The
yes.
vibe.
So
We
I
have a
love it.
vibe, you guys.
Everyone's so nice.
I'm Caitlin Shorey. I've been at the Prep for like a year or two. This is like my first like in-person class. I've been doing virtual stuff for like a pretty long time. And I just really love it here, and I love all the people, and it's just such like a welcoming environment.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Kenzie Richardson. This is my first time at the Prep, so
Yes!
Yay! So excited.
Kenzie flew down, yeah.
Yes,
Where are you
I
coming
flew from Colorado. I've been doing a lot of musical theater and community theater, and then I decided that I wanted to do more TV, film, commercial stuff, so my manager recommended me to Prep, and I love it here. Everyone is so welcoming. It's great.
Yay.
Hi, my name is Gracie Asuncion. I have been at the Prep for about a year now, and I feel like so much has changed for me. I feel like I've looked at everything in such a different light ever since being here, and I've made so many friends, and I've gotten so like close with everyone here, and it's a really great environment, and I'm just so thankful to know everyone here and to be able to reach out to them when I need to, and I love it here, and I feel like so much has changed in a good way.
Oh. I was so excited to do this episode when I was like, wait, we need to do a teen episode because these are my people. I love you guys so much. And it's all just like, you guys are the most supportive people in the industry. You know, there's always going to be, you know, the people who aren't as supportive, but you guys rock. You do.
Hi, my name is Sophia Torres. I'm 17 years old. I started out at the Prep around almost 4 years ago. It was during COVID, and to be honest, Teresa and the Prep saved my life. I felt so lost in the industry before, and she just guided me throughout these past 3 years, and I'm so grateful for that. I started acting when I was 4 years old, and growing up, I did a lot of commercials and modeling, and yeah, now I'm focusing a lot more on film and TV. And also voiceover. I voiced Dora the Explorer for Paramount Plus commercials and Nickelodeon promos.
Yes, she does.
Teresa has entered
Teresa
the room.
is in the house. Pardon the interruption. We have
Hello,
Teresa.
everyone. Hi, guys.
Teresa, if you guys don't know, well, you should, because you should have watched episode 1. But she is our co-founder / co-owner of the Prep, and she is the lady with all the tricks. So, yeah.
I have tricks.
She has lots of tricks. Teresa, actually, do you want to talk about what was going on yesterday?
Oh, yeah. So yesterday was... I should probably hold it. Like, poor Emma's like our microphone stand here. We just have her here as a microphone stand. I'm kidding. But Emma actually has been killing it in
Let Emma
my
introduce
advanced
herself.
adult. Oh yeah, she didn't introduce
Not
herself.
yet.
Goodbye.
Hey, I'm Emma. I'm actually not a teenager. I just read for teens. So I was told to come here into this podcast. I have been at the Prep coming on like almost a year now.
Almost a year.
Yeah, I started with Teresa a while back. And I just had a great time. I love coming here because I feel so much more immersed in the Prep, like, and meeting everybody. It's just like such a great environment, and my growth has been insane since I started working with her, and I'm so grateful for everything here.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, definitely. Emma, I was just talking to one of my other adult students about you yesterday, saying how, like, you know, we're just talking about like everyone's growth in class in the advanced adult class that I do in New York. I do another one that's like virtual as well. That's just technique based. But the one in New York is just like this really special class that's going on. It's like 4th month, and it's nuts. Like, I have a teen one, I did a kid one, but the adult one is just insane. It grows every week that we do. I do like 2 a month. And Emma's growth in that class has been truly incredible to watch in the past 3 months.
To watch.
Amazing.
Literally
so you're
amazing.
Doing awesome work. Yay! So we did these really awesome reel clips yesterday. So instead of doing like a full acting reel, because those get very expensive, and I'd rather you guys, and I've said this to you before, focus on one scene at a time. If you have to, great, but I want you to have that break in between so that you really, really kill that one scene on that day and give all of your attention and focus and time and energy to that character. So I'm doing it this way because it's very expensive. And, you know, I don't want to like hurt anyone's bank accounts with this because it is very, very expensive to shoot these. But they are so worth it. They're so beautiful. And because of one of my adult students, Gabby Piazza, who is friends with these awesome guys over at 186 Productions in Jersey City, New Jersey, they are making these beautiful, beautiful reels. Their footage is gorgeous. Their work is beautiful. And, you know, I'm so grateful to know them. They do all of the final reel, like acting reel clips for like different conservatories in New York City for like the acting students who are going there. It's extremely expensive, but it's worth it for that one insanely amazing clip of your work. So, you know, this is what we were doing yesterday, and Kenzie came from Colorado to shoot.
Yes, she did.
Yes, and Kenzie, did you love the experience?
It was awesome. I had such a great time.
It's such a great time because you're really on set. Like, there's a call sheet, there's an entire crew, there's like a PA and everything. There's like someone just for talent, you know, like a talent wrangler walking around. And there was Crafty.
Yes.
There was Crafty. Yeah, Crafty. There was food.
Oh, count me in.
Yeah. And it was just cool to have, you know, we used all these different rooms in this one awesome house, and the lighting and just everything so gorgeous.
I saw the stills.
Yeah, the still
and
shots
they
are
are
incredible.
actually insane. I can't wait to see your guys' reels.
Yeah, because the difference is like we're not just like rushing and like shooting the scene. You know, this is something that we worked on, you know, for a while, and just like with your partner, and then you get assigned a scene. I pulled the scene, and you get assigned the scene, and you work on it with your partner. You work on it for yourself really first, and then we bring in the partner, and then I come in and we do like a coaching session on it, and then when we get to set, I'm actually live directing and on-set coaching at the same time, which is really fun. And my co-director, Gabby Piazza, of course, is brilliant. And we had an amazing DP who was this guy, Eric, who was awesome from 186 Productions. Eric and Pat are the best. And we really enjoyed, you know, just being on set together because everyone got an awesome experience out of it. John, what did you think?
I mean, I thought it was a really great experience. I've been on set before, but it was so long ago that I forgot what happened, what I have to do, what are my responsibilities. So it was great to get back out there and just film a scene.
What about you, Isabel?
I loved it. I thought it was so fun, and like actually being like on set, but also with like your prep family. It was so great, like a welcoming environment. So
Yeah, Sophia, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, it was such a beautiful and wonderful experience. I had so much fun, and I was blessed with an amazing scene partner who flew in from LA. Her name is Kayla.
Woo, Kayla!
I'm just so grateful I had the opportunity to do that, and I love the prep and Teresa so much. So thank you so much, Teresa, for having us all have the opportunity to do this and really show the world what we can do.
Thank you, Teresa, for being a little special guest here. And now we're going to get into the teen talk. All right, we're going to talk teens because it's not an easy time to be a teenager in the industry, is it, you guys? No. It is definitely not. So, Gracie, do you want to start talking about being a teen in the industry? How is that going for you?
It's a very interesting time to be a teen in this industry. I feel like so much is happening right now that has affected us. It's affected the writers because there's the writer's strike going on, and so there's been like not as much auditions going around, but I feel like it's a really great time for us to grow and explore different parts of ourselves and really improve our technique, because when we get that big wave of auditions that's going to come in, we're going to be ready for that, and we're going to be prepared, and we won't feel very overwhelmed because we already know what to do. But I feel like I love being a teen in this industry because I've made so many great friends, especially at the prep, who are very supportive and very like they you can count on them, and you know that they are just some great people that you'll meet, very talented people, and I'm really blessed to know these people because they're awesome. I love them.
Oh, yeah. Adriana, I know you work on Chicken Girls, and you have to go to LA to shoot that, right?
I do.
How has your experience been? What is that like?
It is so much fun. I love going out there to shoot. I do go to public school, and I get a lot of questions a lot of the time, like how I balance missing literally like months of school at a time. But thankfully, I have like a school that works really good with me, and I feel like experiencing COVID kind of helped me, do online school in a way. So when I do have to go out and film out there, I get my schoolwork online, and I just do it like that. So it's not too hard to balance. I kind of just make it work that way. Yeah.
I really wish, I don't wish COVID on the world ever, but I wish I had something like that online school, like how advanced everything is now with the technology back when it was New York and we were auditioning, getting pulled out of school, missing school, working, that hot 11, 12-year-old age, when it was intense.
Yeah. I feel like
intense.
If doing this before COVID, it would have been a lot harder to manage because I wouldn't know how to miss a month of school and do that all online. I'd be like, what am I doing? It would be definitely
oh my gosh, my school wanted my it was not good.
Yeah.
So you have to get lucky. Does anybody have a hard time with school and auditions and stuff? Yeah. Caitlin, do you want to talk about that?
So when I was filming for The Time Traveler's Wife, I was really young, and school was kind of complicated for me, especially with being out randomly for a few weeks, and then coming back and then going away for a few weeks, and then I felt like I was missing out on stuff.
Yeah.
But now I feel like I've grown, and it's good because I know how to handle my schoolwork with also auditions or filming, and it doesn't stress me out as much as it used to.
That's awesome.
Which I'm really glad that I adjusted to it.
Yeah. How do you feel like you made that adjustment?
Well, I just kind of had to figure out getting better time management skills.
Yes.
And just like figuring out when I'm going to do what, and before like having a self-tape or something, and also having time to prepare myself for the self-tape. And then for filming things, like just knowing what work I'm going to have to do. And luckily my school is like pretty good about like that kind of stuff. I go to public school, so
yeah.
sometimes it can be a little complicated, but you know, it's getting better. I feel like
That's
I'm just
awesome.
learning every day on how to work on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's really great. I know Kenzie is homeschooled, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Have
It's-
you like always been homeschooled, or is that an adjustment you made based on your lifestyle?
I kind of both, because I did regular public school up till first grade, and then I was just doing homeschool since then because I had, even in first grade, I was really busy. Like I had to tackle gymnastics and dance and singing and even all the musical theater stuff. I had to tackle it all. So there wasn't a lot of time for school, and I had to get pulled out, as you guys were saying. But homeschool has been a lot easier because if I'm taking a plane ride or like just a long car ride, I can just get on and do my schoolwork, and I won't have to worry about it being taken out of school or, yeah. So homeschool is definitely probably an easier option if you are worried about like tackling all of the public school and acting at the same time.
Yeah. How does your homeschooling work? Is it like a program, or do you kind of do it in your house more?
Kind of both. So you can either do like an online or you can do program. But so my mom was teaching me for a little while, for like the first 2-3 years. And then she also got really busy, so we had to switch to an online program. So now I'm doing that, and I only have like 4 or 5 lessons to do every day. So I just do that for a few hours, and then I'm done.
Wow.
So I don't have to worry about it.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That is really cool. So, being an actor under the age of 18, this weird like teen stage, right? Like you turn like 13 and then up until you turn 18 is like the dead area, right, guys? It's kind of just like if you don't have your CHESP, which me, Sophia, and Isabel took the CHESP and we passed it. So now we can work as legal 18 and we can work as adults on set. And if you kind of don't have that, there's not much going on, right? Not much going on. So Emma is one of the people who steals our jobs, you guys. No. Like kind of, but no. So Emma is 21. We're all under 18 here. We're young, except Emma. She is 21 and she reads as a teenager. Like, what would you say your age range is?
Like, I'd say today I'm doing a scene from a 13-year-old.
Oh my
But
gosh.
I'd say like 14 to 22, maybe. You know,
Yeah.
like, it's been like that forever. If anyone like can see me, you know, if anyone looks at me, they're like, that is a child. You know, I do look like a child. So those 18 plus roles, I am snatching those auditions. You know, 18 to play 17. But oh my gosh, this room of teenagers is the most mature like group of people. So I have an 11-year-old sitting next to me, Kenzie.
Hello.
And oh my god, when I was 11, I was a loser. Like I had like these oval glasses and like bangs, and I was like the most awkward being ever, and like none of that has changed, but it's just like the amount getting into the industry so young, I feel like has made everyone such a mature being, and I think that everyone is doing such a great job. I think I say to my mom all the time, I'm like, I can't believe you didn't get me into acting early, but like being in the industry and learning all of this stuff, like learning rejection so young, I know that that's a big part of the industry. It's such like a character builder, and I think that it's so good. I've been acting since I was 8, but I moved to New York when I was 19 for school. So I started at post 18, so I've never really dealt with the film industry younger, but it's really cool to see how you guys all handle it.
Yes. Yeah, I feel like every kid in the industry is beyond the regular kids. And that's maybe a little biased, but no, it's not biased.
No, it is
because
because my mom's a teacher. I've met regular kids.
Yeah.
And I was a regular kid.
Exactly. It's this different level of maturity that everybody
Yeah.
has. And like, I mean, yeah, Kenzie, you're like an adult. Like, it's crazy. So mature, so awesome. Yeah. So, yeah, so they only want people over 18 kind of right now because it's a lot less to pay for. Budgets are extremely, extremely low. Everybody is on like a tight budget right now, especially now we're in the writer's strike, so now we're just like, nothing's going on. But anyway, they want people who don't need a guardian on set, don't need to pay for tutoring, don't need to pay for 2 COVID tests, you know, like it's a lot less work for production. And it's so much easier. Like, hey, are you going to cast a teenager and have to pay for their adult too? Or are you going to cast an independent adult? So that's kind of how it is, which is awesome for Emma and not so awesome for the rest of us. But it's all love. It's all love. It's all love. It's how it works. Sophia, do you want to talk about your Chespy experience?
Yes.
Kind of explain what the Chespy is for people who don't know.
Okay, so the California High School Proficiency Exam is a test in California, mostly just for teens who are in the industry. Because once you've passed the test, it makes you legal 18 in the industry and also in California. So it's also the certificate is equivalent to a high school diploma.
Yeah.
So you don't
When you
have to continue
turn-
school after you've passed the test.
Yeah, when you turn, I believe you have to be a sophomore
have to
or
be-
16 years old.
I think probably around 6 months into your sophomore year.
Yeah, I think you have to finish a semester.
You have to finish the semester. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I took the Chespy. I passed it.
Yay!
I studied a lot for it because when I turned 16, I decided what am I going to do for the rest of my life. Like, I needed to figure out if this is what I want to continue pursuing, and I took the Chespy because, you know, I've lost so many roles to people over 18, and
Emma.
it hurts. It really, really hurts, but I'm really glad that I passed the Chespy. I studied a lot for it. Like, a lot for it. Taylor knows what I went through.
Yeah, I do know.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth it, and I do highly recommend taking it once you've turned 16 or complete your first semester of your sophomore year.
Yep. Do it, you guys. All right. I'm handing the mic to Isabel, who also took the Chespy. And Isabel is actually, you were on the younger side of these people who are taking it.
Yeah, so I'm 16, probably like second semester in my sophomore year. So right away I took it. I think it's a great opportunity and experience. You have to study and you have to kind of like know what you're doing in school. Like you have to kind of figure that out because you are getting your like high school diploma essentially.
Yes.
You have to actually go out to California, so it's a big commitment. It's not just like something you do in a whim. But because of this, like, everyone over 18 getting our roles, I think it's, like, really important. But because of the writer's strike, I feel like I haven't even got that many auditions. So I'm kind of waiting for when it will help me, but I think it will. And
It definitely will. And actually, voiceover is popping right now. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but voiceover is kind of blown up, and that applies for voiceover, too. So no child labor laws, you guys. Awesome stuff. Awesome, spectacular stuff. Isabel, do you want to talk about what like the test process was like? I feel like nobody really talks about that. Like the actual test. Yeah.
Okay, so the test was 3.5 hours, and it was math, language arts, like English and reading and grammar, and then you have to write an essay. So you basically have to know how to do everything.
Yes.
And the one thing that is kind of like a big difference between this test compared to other tests is like compared to the SAT and stuff, like they don't have you like timed sections. So you're just given a test and you have to go.
You're given these like 2 packets and they're like, all right, here you go.
Take it.
Guys, I have something really funny to say. I have like a photo actually. I might show you guys later, but I was so stressed to go and take my test. Stop it, Sophia. She's looking at me. I was like extremely stressed. And I brought I was like, wait, Sophia, how many pencils do I need? She's like, oh, three you should just bring because you need the number 2 pencils. I brought the entire pack of 24 pencils. I think I went through 3/4 of them from writing.
Doing what? Were they
From
breaking?
writing. No, they weren't breaking. They just get too dull, and then I'd get angry, and I'd go take it off, put it down the desk, and grab
I
a
think
new
there
one.
were sharpeners in there.
Yeah, I didn't want to get up. I couldn't waste any time walking to a desk, so it was so much easier to just grab the pencil and go. Yeah, it was stressful, but we passed. We survived, you guys.
Very stressful.
Yeah, thank you, Isabel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, this is where we're going to wrap up the episode. And when I told you guys it was going to be fun, I mean, come on. That was so fun. Everybody is so fun, and I love them. And it's so important to see how teens go through the industry because it's a really rocky time. It is a rocky time. Teens are insecure. They have a lot going on. They're battling school, friends, and then adding the industry thing on it. Oh my goodness, it is surely a challenge, but everybody rocks it, and it's so good to hear that if you are a fellow teen in the industry, just to know that you are not alone. And it's also great for people who aren't teens to know that if you're a kid, that's what you're gonna do, and if you're an adult, it's just really interesting to know. So I know I said we were ending it here, but I do have a surprise for you guys. There is going to be a part 2 next week. Part 2. This episode was so jam-packed that, we just had to break it up into 2. And also, it's a season finale, so I wanted to give you guys a little present. And, there's always more where that came from. So definitely tune in next week to hear the rest of this episode because we go out with a bang, and you guys know that. So tune in next week, next Sunday, same time. It's going to be available at 7 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to just keep on discussing how it is to be a teen. There's so much more to be talked about, and you get to hear from everybody in that room. Special thank you to everybody who's a part of this episode. I had a blast recording. You guys are my people, as I said. So that's Caitlin Shorey, Kenzie Richardson, Gracie Asuncion, Luke Napat, Adriana Campasano, Isabel Martins, John Martins, Sophia Torres, and Emma Brockman. And also Teresa for popping in. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you, and I had so much fun, again, as I've said, recording this episode. The Prep Podcast has definitely become one of my favorite projects that I've done, and I love doing it, and I had to treat you guys and myself with another part. So again, tune in next week. I hope to see you all there. This is the Prep Podcast, episode 7, and I will see you all next week. To be continued.